At the foot of the holy Arunachala hill in South India rests a haven of peace, Sri Ramanashramam. This ashram, a spiritual sanctuary, emanates a tangible serenity, drawing seekers from all corners of the world. It stands as a testament to the life and teachings of the revered sage, Sri Ramana Maharshi, fondly known as Bhagavan. Bhagavan, meaning Lord in Sanskrit, was a title bestowed upon him by devotees who recognized his profound spiritual enlightenment. He made Arunachala his home, spending his days in meditation and sharing his wisdom with those who sought his guidance. Sri Ramanashramam is not just a place of pilgrimage, it is a living embodiment of Bhagavan's teachings. Here silence speaks volumes and simplicity reigns supreme, offering a space for introspection and self-discovery. The air is thick with devotion, the atmosphere imbued with the presence of the sage who continues to inspire and guide even years after his physical departure. Every year, the serene ambience of Sri Ramanashramam is illuminated with a special fervor during the festival of Kartigai Deepam. This festival of light celebrates the divine light of knowledge that dispels the darkness of ignorance, much like Bhagavan's teachings illuminated the path to self-realization. On this auspicious night, a massive beacon is lit atop the majestic Arunachala hill, symbolizing the divine light of Lord Shiva. The sight of the flame against the night sky, visible for miles around, is a sight that evokes deep reverence and awe. Another significant event at Sri Ramanashramam is the Giri Pradakshina. This sacred walk involves circumambulating the holy Arunachala hill, a practice believed to cleanse the soul and bestow blessings. Devotees undertake this journey with immense faith, chanting prayers and absorbing the spiritual energy that permeates the very air around Arunachala. The path winds through lush green forests and rocky terrain, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. Every step is a reminder of the divine presence that resides in Arunachala, a presence that Bhagavan himself revered deeply. Sri Bhagavan's life was marked by a profound connection with the divine, evident even in his childhood. Born as Venkataraman Iyer into a traditional Brahmin family, his spiritual inclinations were apparent from a young age. One incident in particular revealed the depth of his devotion to Lord Shiva. At the tender age of 11, while participating in a family ritual, young Venkataraman experienced a surge of spiritual energy. He felt an intense connection with Lord Shiva, the presiding deity of Arunachala. This experience left an indelible mark on the young boy, igniting within him a deep yearning for spiritual awakening. It was as if Lord Shiva himself had touched his soul, awakening a thirst for self-realization that would shape the course of his life. This early encounter with the divine foreshadowed the extraordinary spiritual journey that lay ahead for Sri Bhagavan, a journey that would lead him back to the sacred Arunachala, his spiritual home. At the age of 16, Venkataraman experienced a profound spiritual transformation. Fear of death gripped him, leading him to confront the question of his own existence. In a moment of deep introspection, he realized that the I that he identified with was not his physical body, but something far deeper. The unchanging, eternal self. This realization marked his enlightenment. He left home, drawn irresistibly to the magnetic pull of Arunachala, the very embodiment of Lord Shiva. The sacred hill, which had captivated his soul since childhood, beckoned him home. He arrived at Tiruvannamalai, the town at the base of Arunachala, and immediately made his way to the Arunachalaswara temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva. It was here, within the temple's sacred precincts, that he surrendered all earthly attachments, symbolizing his complete renunciation of the material world. He spent the initial years of his enlightenment in a state of intense absorption, lost in the bliss of self-realization. He resided in the temple and surrounding areas, indifferent to the world around him. Arunachala had become his sanctuary, his teacher, and his ultimate refuge. As years passed, devotees began to gather around the silent young sage, drawn to his aura of peace and wisdom. They recognized in him a realized soul, a beacon of truth in a world consumed by illusion. Thus began Sri Bhagavan's journey as a spiritual teacher, guiding seekers on the path to self-discovery. His teachings were profound yet simple, rooted in the experience of his own self-realization. He emphasized the practice of self-inquiry, urging seekers to delve deep within themselves to discover their true nature. "Who am I?" became his central question, a mantra for those seeking liberation from the cycle of suffering. Bhagavan communicated his wisdom through a variety of means. While silence was his primary language, he also responded to questions from devotees, his words imbued with clarity and compassion. His teachings transcended religious boundaries, appealing to the universal yearning for truth and self-knowledge that resides within every human heart. Sri Ramanashramam became a melting pot of devotion and knowledge. People from all walks of life flocked to Bhagavan, seeking solace, guidance, and a glimpse of his transformative presence. He met each seeker with unwavering compassion, his silence as potent as his words. His teachings were not confined to intellectual discourse. He emphasized the importance of living a life rooted in truth, compassion, and selflessness. He believed that true knowledge was not merely an intellectual understanding, but a lived experience, a transformation of the heart that reflected in one's actions. The atmosphere at Sri Ramanashramam was charged with a palpable energy, a blend of devotion, peace, and the pursuit of self-realization. Devotees engaged in selfless service, considering it a privilege to contribute to the ashram that housed their beloved Bhagavan. The power of his presence was undeniable. Even those who didn't understand his words felt a shift within themselves, a sense of peace and clarity that permeated the very air they breathed. Sri Bhagavan often emphasized the unique spiritual significance of Arunachala. He proclaimed that the hill itself was a manifestation of the divine, a silent guru capable of guiding seekers towards self-realization. He believed that merely being in the presence of Arunachala could elevate one's consciousness and facilitate spiritual growth. He encouraged devotees to undertake the Giri Pradakshina, not just as a physical act but as a spiritual practice. Each step around the sacred hill was an opportunity to shed layers of ego and connect with the divine energy that permeated Arunachala. Bhagavan himself considered Arunachala to be his guru. He often said, "Arunachala is everything," highlighting the hill's all-encompassing spiritual significance. For him, Arunachala was not just a geographical location, but a state of consciousness, a symbol of the self that he dedicated his life to revealing. Visiting Sri Ramanashramam is not merely a pilgrimage, it is a journey of the heart. The moment one steps into the ashram, a palpable sense of peace washes over them. The simplicity of the surroundings, the palpable devotion in the air, and the silent presence of Arunachala create an atmosphere conducive to introspection and self-discovery. Time seems to slow down within the ashram walls. The chaos of the outside world fades away, replaced by a quiet hum of spiritual energy. It is a place where one can shed the weight of worldly worries and connect with the deeper truths that reside within. The teachings of Sri Bhagavan, though simple, are profound in their impact. They offer a timeless path to self-realization, a path that transcends religious boundaries and speaks directly to the human heart. His words continue to resonate with seekers even today, offering solace, guidance, and a glimpse of the ultimate truth. Leaving Sri Ramanashramam is never easy. The peace and serenity experienced within its walls linger long after one has left the physical space. The teachings of Sri Bhagavan, the silent wisdom of Arunachala, and the palpable devotion of fellow seekers leave an indelible mark on the soul. The experience stays with you, a constant reminder of the truths discovered and the insights gained. It inspires a desire to integrate the lessons learned into daily life, to approach the world with a newfound sense of peace, compassion, and understanding. Sri Ramanashramam is more than just a place. It is an experience, a journey of the heart that continues long after one has left the physical space. It is a testament to the transformative power of silence, the enduring legacy of a realized master, and the silent yet profound guidance of the sacred Arunachala hill.